oh boy, when we start getting days like this real nice early in the season, really gets me excited to start thinking about where we're riding to this year. Alright everybody, what is up? What is up? As always, thanks for stopping by to another video. Today we are out on the streets of Philadelphia. We are on the Harley Sportster Iron 1200, and man, I am excited, so excited, because really, I don't even know if Philadelphia had a winter this year. I mean, I've been consistently riding at least once or twice a week, which I know that might be common for some people all throughout the year, but for me, I mean, that's a little bit rare because weather's obviously hit or miss in southeastern Pennsylvania. But I can say we have consistently have weather nice enough to ride once or twice a week, because I go into my office to work every now and then. I've been going in like once a week or so, doing some joyriding a little bit here and there also. And we've got another one of those days that is just insanely nice out right now. And it keeps getting me more and more excited to think about where we are going this year, where we're riding to, all the cool, awesome stuff that we got planned, different events, different locations that I want to try to get to this year. Because it's earlier in the year and I've already seen some pretty cool events posted and advertised that I kind of am pretty sure that I'm going to be getting to. I'm going to be curious to hear if anybody else in the area has plans on getting to some of these events, or even in general, just if you guys have any recommendations for me of like different places, different events that you think I should be at, cool fun stuff, cool places to go to, good riding, drop it down in the comments and certainly let me know. Because obviously, as you guys know, if you've been tuning in for a little while, you guys know I like to do a little bit of all styles of riding. I like to do, you know, quick, short, local stuff around town, medium distance stuff, you know, day trips, weekend trips. And we're going to continue to do a lot of that, but this year I definitely want to start to get to more event-based riding. Find some really good events in the area. I'm going to tell you guys about some that I've seen posted so far that I plan on getting to. I'm going to run through some of my bucket list locations and ideas that I want to get done this year, but like I said, I'm also interested from hearing from everybody out there, wherever you are, across the country, across the world, anybody tuning in out there. Let me know what some of your destination rides are going to be this year. Do you guys have any bucket list items or places or rides that you're looking to get to anywhere across the country, across the world? Let me know what some of those rides are that you guys have planned. I'm definitely going to be interested to see what some of those are down in the comments, and maybe we can even meet up with some of those. Like, for example, if you guys are up and down the East Coast, like, that's pretty easy, obviously, for me to get to. Let me know what you guys have planned if you are in the local area. Obviously, I know I got a lot of people from Philly tuning in. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know what some of your plans are, where we should be going, what we should be doing, and when we can meet up. Drop it down there. But anyways, I think of some of these events and rides and stuff kind of as like different tiers. Like I said, I'm gonna let you know some of the stuff I got planned, but if you think like large scale, like obviously some of the biggest events like Sturgis, Laconia, Ocean City Bike Week, like all those different types of things, those big huge ones, I don't know if any of those are in my schedule for the year. Obviously some of those are pretty far. Ocean City's not that far, but that's a pretty big one to kind of plan for. I don't think I'll be hitting up any of those like major iconic type ones. I don't know if that's in the plans. I don't know if that's really my style either, those like huge rallies. I think maybe Sturgis would be kind of cool as like a bucket list event. Obviously, that's something that kind of like everybody talks about. Maybe just go once, make that be like a bucket list thing, check it off the box. But some of those other ones I might kind of have on my radar. Like obviously Laconia, that would be doable. Ocean City, I think Myrtle Beach has a good bike week. Let me know if you guys got any of those on the plans for sure. But another one too, a really cool one, would be the Harley Davidson Homecoming out in Milwaukee. That's going to be like a whole week-long thing, concerts, bike shows, all that typical type of stuff. I'm sure that's going to be an awesome time. That's another huge one that just tons and tons of people are going to be at. That'd be pretty cool to ride out there from Philly. Not sure that's in the cards, but anyway, let me dive into some of the stuff I do have planned, and let me see if anybody else kind of has some of this stuff on their radar as well. Some of this stuff that I've seen coming up earlier in the season, early in May. The first one that I definitely have my eye on is the Lost Highway show and concert up in, I believe it is near the Poconos. So That looks to be an event that's going on from about like a Thursday to Sunday. All the flyers and advertisements look pretty cool for that. Going to be tons of bike shows, camping, concerts, all that cool stuff. Looks to be like a 3-day event. Like I said, that one I've definitely got on my radar. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be heading up to that one for at least one day, up to the Poconos area. Probably rent a cabin, Airbnb, overnight that one. Looks like a lot of the big brands, vendors, all those people are going to be there. So drop it down in the comments. If anybody has Lost Highway up in the Poconos on their radar, let me know. Would love to meet up for that one. I'm sure that one's going to be a good time. And so the next one I have on my radar is the Jersey Pines Bike Fest. So that's looking like a 2-day event. Also in May, I believe that is the weekend before the Lost Highway show. So that could be 2 jam-packed weekends there. But the Jersey Pines Bike Fest, that appears to be the weekend before Lost Highway. But that's looking like a 2-day event there. We'll throw a flyer up for that one if I can find one. I think I should be able to find one. But that is over at Fielder's Pub over in Jersey. It's looking like a pretty good one to go to. Again, vendors, music, drinks, beverages, all that good stuff. I'm going to hit up that one day, probably Saturday or Sunday, whichever day it is. I'll let you guys know closer to when that time comes. But again, let me know if you're going to be stopping by the Jersey Pines Bike Fest, Fielder's Pub over there in New Jersey. So those are a couple of the early on ones. A couple of the later ones in the year, of course, there's Trog, the Race of Gentlemen, over in Wildwood, New Jersey, where they race the old bikes and cars up and down the street. Unfortunately, that was canceled due to weather last year. Super disappointing, but as long as the weather cooperates this year, that's another one that's going to be 100% on the radar. But now to some of the bucket list rides and destinations that I would like to get into. Starting off a little bit closer to home, I would like to check out the PA Grand Canyon this year. Any of my tri-state area riders are familiar with that, I'm sure you are. That is over in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. I've been close, haven't gotten all the way there yet, but that's definitely going to be on the list, the Grand Canyon of PA. Next up, another bucket lister that I would like to get to. I would like to get down to Shenandoah, down to Skyline Drive. That's another one. I know a lot of riders get that one in there. I've been trying to get that one in for the past couple of years. Hasn't quite worked out yet, but Shenandoah Skyline Drive is definitely on the bucket list. Looks absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. Amazing roads down there. Seems like it would be easy and quick enough for a weekend trip from Philadelphia, so I've definitely got that one on the radar as well, for sure. So then next up, starting to think about some of the states I would like to get to as well. Obviously, being in the tri-state area, you got some decent riding. Obviously, we got PA, New York, New Jersey, get down into Delaware, Maryland, all that stuff, a little bit of West Virginia, but some of the places I would really like to get to this year, I would really like to be able to get to ride down to Tennessee. Also the Carolinas, I'd like to get into North Carolina and South Carolina as well. So if you guys have any recommendations for the Tennessee area, the Carolinas, stuff like that, I think in most cases a lot of my trips are going to be within the long weekend range. Probably like the 3 to 4 day range. A day for travel, a day or two to mess around, a day to travel back. So I mean, I can do pretty much, I would say I'm pretty comfortable with, you know, 8, 10, 12 hour days on traveling to get somewhere. So I don't know, obviously got to take into consideration things like traveling, work, all that stuff, but I'm really thinking about a lot of 3 to 4 day trips here. Maybe if the opportunity arises, maybe like a even longer one, 5, 6, 7 day. But anyway, back to Tennessee. One of the reasons I would like to hit up Tennessee, obviously we got my guy Ty from Tennessee down there. Whiskey Chaser has just moved down there, so we got some roots planted down there for some people that I would like to go meet up with and see. Also, if anybody is along the way of any of those, like I said, tri-state area, Delaware, Maryland, Jersey, Carolinas, all those different locations, if you've got recommendations, places to go, places to meet up, certainly let me know down there in the comments. So of course, that's just a quick recap of some of the events, some of the traveling places we kind of got planned on the radar for this year. Again, if you have any of those similar events or rides planned, or any recommendations of where you think we should go, where we should meet up, all that good stuff, make sure you drop it down in the comments and let me know. But as always, I think that's going to wrap this one up for now as we finish this lovely ride on a beautiful 65-degree and sunny day here in Philadelphia. As always, if you like anything we got going on here, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you ride safe out there. We will catch you on the next one. It's the Moto Jawn. We'll see you all on down the road. Peace!